Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. You know, sometimes we stumble across these simple ideas that have a surprising amount of depth, and that's what we're looking at today.
Yeah, absolutely. And the one we're focusing on today is all about shifting your thinking about goals and how you approach them.
Yeah, it all stems from this YouTube channel, a gal Gaya Carmel that we found.
I've been really enjoying their content lately.
Me too. It's super interesting. And on day 17 of their 90-day content creation journey, they bring up this question, and it's something like, how would your future self act?
And I think that's such an interesting way to flip the script. You know, we're so used to thinking about where we are now and trying to figure out that path forward.
Right.
But this is like working backward.
Exactly. So the heart of this whole thing is this question. And I'm going to try to word it like, how would the person I want to be in the future, the person who has already achieved everything I want to fulfill, who does the things I want to do, how would that person act? How would they think? How would they achieve? It's almost like tapping into the wisdom of a future more accomplished you.
It is. It really is. And you know, if you think about it, our current limitations often feel so real and so present.
Right.
And this question kind of encourages you to just imagine, just for a second, that those limitations have been overcome, right? It's like stepping into a reality where what seemed impossible
Might not be so impossible.
Yeah, exactly.
So the video suggests that even just sitting with this question can open up new pathways of creation and energy. It's like you're getting this glimpse into a reality where you've already succeeded.
Right. And it really makes you think, what are the daily habits of someone who's already achieved what I'm working towards? It's not just about like the big accomplishments, but those consistent behaviors and thought patterns that actually get them there.
Yeah, for example, let's say your goal is to write a book. Imagine yourself, you've got that published book in your hand. How do they approach writing on those days where they just did not feel inspired?
Right.
What kind of discipline do they have to employ? You're almost borrowing from that future experience.
Totally. And what I find really fascinating is that shift in perspective. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by how far away that goal feels, you can start to almost embody the mindset of someone who's already there.
Yeah.
It's about aligning your present self with your future aspirations, which I think is incredibly powerful.
So it's less about some kind of mystical energy and more about identifying, what are the values and actions that future self would likely prioritize.
Exactly.
What would they deem important today, knowing what they've already accomplished?
And, you know, when you're faced with a choice or you're facing a challenge, asking yourself, how would my future successful self handle this?
Yeah.
It can bring so much clarity.
Right.
It helps you cut through all the noise, all the anxieties, and focus on what actually matters long term.
Okay, so let's try to make this really tangible for everyone listening.
Yeah.
Think about a current obstacle that you're dealing with right now. Really try to visualize that future you who has already overcome that obstacle. What are they telling themselves?
Okay.
What kind of actions are they likely taking?
Yeah.
What kind of attitude are they bringing to that situation? I think that's really powerful.
It is. And what I find so powerful about this approach is that it's proactive.
Yes.
You're not just waiting for success to magically happen at some point in the future.
Right.
You're actively cultivating the qualities of that future self.
Today.
Yeah, in your daily life. It's like this gradual becoming guided by that clear vision of who you want to be.
So to kind of bring it all together, this whole exercise is about the power of perspective. By looking at the mindset and the actions of your future selves, you can gain these valuable insights and this renewed sense of direction right now, today.
And it all comes back to that question, doesn't it? How would your future accomplished self approach the very things you're working on right now?
It's such a good question. It's so simple, yet so powerful.
Absolutely.
So I want to leave everyone with a final thought. What's one tiny change you could make to your thinking or your actions today, informed by the perspective of that future you? Something practical that you can implement right away. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive.
Thanks, everyone.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.